Afternoon. So we've had some visitors lately. We've had some interesting visitors lately on the channel, and seems as though they're trying to learn information because I don't know, maybe they have some or whatever. And thing is, that's what YouTube's doing. YouTube is intentionally cutting the stream out. Signal's fine. So again, we've had visitors. We've had people harassing the channel, just basically trying to milk me for information because I've been giving information that they already have. So they think they can get more. Okay? So YouTube is sitting here trying to cause problems for my channel. You know, like I'm not an actual conspiracy theorist. I'm not an idiot. I don't momentarily think that scammers can do this or that. You must think I'm really stupid, YouTube. So YouTube's just like fucking with my streams left and right. And that's what they've been doing. Like the moment I started the stream, well, we're just having problems nonstop. Just completely disconnecting nonstop. Nothing wrong with the signal. Again, just the same issue that's been happening, that they've been trying to cause problems for on the normal streams, but they know they can't. So they're pressing it in a different way. So again, this is all YouTube just doing this. It's not scammers. It's literally just YouTube harassing me this whole time. So this is why certain content creators can come in and do certain things. Because they know. Okay? The whole point was to show that if I act stupid and I do all these things, scammers will come by storm out of nowhere. Like crazy. To try to learn things, to try to do things. And they have. The point was to show the people on the platform that were basically kind of mocking the concept that you know, it's, you know, unsafe and stuff like that. You know, like just mocking all the stuff I'm trying to tell them and warn them about. So what else am I to do? Just let these people just, you know, be exposed to these huge security threats? It's unbelievable how YouTube will actually sit here, hello, and mess with your streams and screw with you. It really is. So the point is, That's a pretty fraudulent platform. You know, at any given time, essentially, they can just start to decide that they don't like you, blacklist you, and then from then on, they start screwing around with your streams based on what you do. And I have pulled in so much traffic that they sit there and that they hack my stream software to cause that disconnection. And they're severing the connection in my entire house, my internet, every single time they do this. Like, this is what YouTube's been doing for years to me. You know, I bring in thousands of views. They de-escalate the streams that follow that. You know, I'm only going to see one of those because they weren't prepared for me to. So that's the point, is I already proved to you guys many times that all the time we get likes faster than they're counting views. I had to sit there and actively prove to you that they were de-escalating that short after talking about the fact that they messed it up. That when I went to the trouble of cutting it up properly and editing that short properly, they uploaded the short incorrectly. They uploaded the short in such a way that removed my edits, so that it wasn't a smooth segue. It was just me hitting the button several times. And they did this on purpose. They proceeded to do it with my stream that next day. Actually, that same day, I'm sorry. And we started the stream, and I labeled the stream the game. And instead, what they did was they changed the name of the stream to My Broadcast and shifted the title to the description to make it look like I made the mistake. This is what they've been doing. This is what YouTube does. And all of this has been happening in excess amounts ever since that stream, if you remember, a few days ago, where I said YouTube is trash. And I started showing and proving everything they've been doing. The more erratic that I say things, the more I blame scammers and this and that, the more they do it, because they have more freedom. They think, well, he's not blaming us anymore, so we're going to screw with his channel. So that's basically what I've been proving and showing. And YouTube has actually sent alts in to insult me, otherwise defamate me in my own chat. And feel free, any lawyer that wants to reach out to me as well, that wants to jump on board with this, feel free. Because it's very obvious that I'm being targeted here. I have had my life threatened several times on this platform. And not only that, just like, you know, the sort of thing where after complaining about the crap going on YouTube, after complaining about the serious stuff, the security threats, and the fact that, you know, like, this technical problem happens and this technical problem happens, we conveniently get, you know, death threats and stuff like that. This is how serious this is. And this has been multiple times. Multiple times. Hey guys. Hi. Hi. Hello. So remember, guys, they've been doing this to me for a long time. This is nothing new. So I am going to defend myself, because I have every right to use the platform as everybody else does. And you don't have the right to just single me out when I'm using the platform and do various things to try to make me look a certain way. That's called defamation. It's called defamation of character. There have been lots of lawsuits around this. Lots of them. And this is what YouTube has done to me. Again, they have no way to communicate. They don't offer a way to communicate back. There has been many times I've sent reports and checked the box to email me in response, and they never did. YouTube does not communicate. This is a pretty known thing, a pretty commonly known thing. I don't even have to state this. Most people just know this. And so YouTube will sit there and use their system, yet their system is trash. And how many times do I have to sit there and literally show you on the screen that the message that it's giving me is wrong? Oh, your bit rate is either higher or lower than this recommended amount. Okay, that's nice. That doesn't mean that you're not shifting my bit rate around. Like, the bit rate shouldn't move. That's on your end, idiots. So why are you sending me a message telling me that my bit rate is higher or lower? No fucking shit. So this is the point. All they're doing is like putting little indicators in there. So, the point is, they've been doing this to me for a very long time. And, back a long time ago, I tried to use this platform to promote my business, my martial arts school. And they just did not do that. I got like no views, and I was posting these things at the top of my game, putting a little bit of time into them. I had really crap recording quality at the time, so there's not much I can do about that. That was just the time. So the fact that YouTube has been doing this and singling me out even since then tells me that this has been going on way too long and that this is a systemic problem. There's no way. In fact, every time I have a problem on YouTube, I can pretty much find an entire Reddit thread of people complaining about the same problem. Like, huge amounts of people complaining about the same problem for years. Maybe even a decade. And YouTube is going to sit here and try to claim they don't know, or they don't know how to fix it. And then they make $31.5 billion in 1 year off advertising revenue. That doesn't equate to me. What are you doing with that money? Why do I need to ask these questions? Why do I need to ask you what you do with $31 billion when you can't fix these problems? No, you don't fix them because you want them there on purpose. You want them there as a way to haze people. You want to be allowed to haze streamers like some fucking college fraternity. And the truth be known, how many people have killed themselves because of this platform? You guys remember a very popular streamer who got off stream one day and nobody heard from him after that? You guys remember another popular streamer where the same thing happened? How many people have essentially been just bullied by YouTube? And because they've actually allowed this and programmed their AI bots to do this, how many people do you think have either quit the platform or spent money on things because YouTube was lying or not communicating properly? Just flat out lying. Like all the times where it was kind of obvious that people were seeing me do something live and wondering how I did it because YouTube lied to them and told them they couldn't do it. So therefore, YouTube sits there and starts fucking around with my bitrate to make it look like it's causing a problem for my stream software and my system. That's exactly what they did. Every fucking time. Somebody came in and was like, how is he doing that? I thought YouTube said we couldn't. YouTube literally was just lying to you guys. And all they did was start shifting my bitrate around so that way it would cut the stream out and you wouldn't know about it. Which is why it was kind of obvious to me that they were working with XSplit. Because XSplit could have easily done something to fix this, and they didn't. It's almost like they exacerbated it. It's almost like they exacerbated it. So, you know, the point is YouTube's been doing this to me for a long time. They really have. They've been causing problems for me for a long time. And, you know, the point is that, like, all I'm trying to do is get on here and stream, and I can't even do that because I want to talk about a problem that YouTube isn't fixing, that I know is YouTube's problem. That's it. And then, you know, YouTube doesn't, like, literally, like, it's like the employees are incompetent or something like that, and they don't want to get fired, so they lie to, like, you know, a big streamer or something like that and tell them something wrong when this big streamer specifically asks if they can do something, and then they see this small time streamer doing it and they get pissed. So they start reporting, so then YouTube starts just shifting my bitrate around and fucking with me just because you guys went and bitched about it. That's what happened. So YouTube came after me because everybody was jealous of how good my streams looked. Yep, everybody was jealous that I was streaming in higher quality than them. Definitely 60 FPS, especially talking about the fact that my monitor is more than double that. And then at the same time, I'm doing things that they want to do, putting them on the screen, and they're wondering, like, how's he doing that? I was told I couldn't, and yet I'm doing it because I figured out a loophole. I figured out a smart way to do it. Yeah, YouTube would have you believe that, you know, oh yeah, this is messing up the bitrate. No, they're just shifting it around. It's what they have been doing. You know, we've confirmed this now when I'm literally just sitting there talking. All I'm doing is talking. And then all of a sudden I say something about YouTube, or conveniently the bitrate starts freaking shifting around way worse than I've ever seen before. And we're not streaming anything. I'm just sitting there talking. Kind of like today, when I got on the stream. And the very second I got on the stream, my bitrate was already shifting around all over the place. And I had to say something about it. Kind of like today when I started this stream, and it was having all kinds of problems, even though my connection was fine. So the point is, since they know I've done things now, the bitrate, like, shifting doesn't matter. Now they've done these things where they've hacked the stream. They cause a complete disconnection of my internet. And again, this is paid for internet. Every single time that this disconnects, you're disconnecting that service. You're interrupting that service. You are legally responsible for interrupting that service every time you do that. And this is what they're doing. YouTube knows they're doing it. This is the point. This is what they count on. They want me to blame other people. Oh, blame this person next. Yada, yada. They want me to hide my face. Fuck you. You hide your face. I wanted to initially hide my face, and then YouTube started shifting my goddamn bitrate around all over the place and making it seem like I couldn't. So the cat's out of the bag now. Yeah, you stupid assholes that work at YouTube don't ever communicate. So you make people think this or that, and you literally cause these problems. How many people do you think have, again, taken their own lives because of something that you did to their stream? Because of something that you didn't fix, because of something you did, YouTube? How many people do you think you've bullied off the platform? Or bullied into spending shitloads of money just to have this enormous rig that they didn't need? Meanwhile, you're slapping an Intel ad on their streams or something like that because, yeah, they forked over the 3 or 4 grand they needed for it. So now you're going to slap Intel ads on there if they got an Intel. This is what you do, YouTube. Yeah, never mind all the Razer products I've shoved on the stream and in your faces over the years. Never mind all the good things I've done about that. Never mind the fact that I'm the only guy that sat there and actually had a valid fix for the macro command on the mouse. And then everybody's like, this guy's a hero. This guy actually knows the fix, yada, yada. You look up the video for the frickin' Razer and it's just wrong. Everybody scrolls down to my comment. Oh, there it is. So you want to know where my traffic comes from? A helpful comment. So this is the bullshit. YouTube literally doesn't fucking pay attention to anything. They just sit there and momentarily look at the stream when they have to. So all they hear is when I'm complaining about something. And then when I report it, I'd be willing to bet the people that actually get those reports do everything they can to bury them. So that they aren't accountable for the sheer number of times these things have been reported over the years and never been fixed. Ever. Yeah, this is a bitrate just shifting around all over the place. Oh yeah, but conveniently only when I say certain things. Unbelievable. YouTube, again, it has been screwing with my channel for a long time. They're definitely screwing with you. You know how many times I heard somebody tell me like their button disappeared on YouTube, or like they also had an issue where like they talked about like a problem and then like the next few streams they did, like they got no views whatsoever. Yeah. That's exactly what YouTube does to my channel. That's why nobody's in here watching. That's what they do. The moment I complain about things like I'm doing right now, they go on a slew, a series of hacking my streams and de-escalating so that way nobody actually sees the good streams. You know, we're the next day we're better, things are going well, and I'm sitting there having a good time. They hack the stream to abruptly end it right before I beat a boss. They've done this. Yeah, go watch. Go back to the one of the most recent Borderlands 3 streams. Literally the very second like that, we were sitting there. I was having a good time. I was about to beat this really hard boss. It took me forever. I was very obviously good at what I was doing, and like right when that health bar was like right at the very end, like just about to beat him, they hacked the stream to abruptly end the stream. So everybody watching, all those concurrent viewers, they have no idea what happened. The stream just ends. And suddenly they're watching something else. This is what YouTube has done to me for years. Especially at critical moments. Especially at critical moments. They did it all throughout my Starfield streams. And they had very harassing alts come in my chat. Yeah. And they've done this to me a ton of times before. A ton. This isn't the first. And it won't be the last. They're going to keep harassing you and me. You know, you say one little thing that, oh, I don't like this person anymore. They're just going to harass you. Plain and simple. That's what YouTube's going to do. It's what they have been doing. It's what they're going to keep doing. Fraud platform. I flat out showed you guys that they weren't counting views properly. I have proven this. So they're harassing me. You know, views, that's money for people. Yeah, like that's that, man. You can't. Yeah, for these monetized channels. So me talking about how they're not counting views, removing entire clumps, and then conveniently after I talk about this issue, every single stream, and I start showing that the views aren't adding up. I start showing it's very obvious the views aren't adding up. Every single stream, not even just mine. Every single person, big streamer, small streamer, when they're done streaming, their streams started going down to like literally zero after I started talking about this. Literally zero. So basically now, after a live stream, they take off all the views. And we're expected to trust that YouTube is just counting all these views, just holding on to them somewhere. You know, oh, they have this pretty little chest of views waiting to be counted. No, they're taking it down to zero. That's it. They're not counting views. They're not doing it right. They're removing any views that are live and adding new ones. They're actually doing this. And so, like, the point is, like, I started showing that they were not counting the views very well. And, you know, like, the point is, they're very obvious there was some missing. And all of a sudden, this changed. All of a sudden, this big change out of nowhere. So they recognized that I was correct. But instead of actually doing it correctly, now what they're doing is just hiding views so that you can't keep track of them. Yep. So what you need to do is you need to get some sort of software that actually reads the scripts itself. You need to develop what I think these guys need to start doing is keeping tabs on YouTube. And developing a software that actually tracks your views and counts your views in your time, not theirs. Because then that's the only way you're going to get an accurate count, because they're lying to all of you. They're not counting views. And like this is the point. Like, they've been screwing around with my channel for freaking ever. And anytime I say this, they screw around with it more. They cause more problems. This is what's been going on with me. And then when I talk about it and get away with talking about it and they don't screw around with my stream, well, then what they're going to do is send a whole bunch of alts into my channel to, like, say disgusting things in my chat. Mean, nasty, whatever. You know, essentially to get the stream to a certain level to where they can de-escalate it. Say, well, there's all this stuff going on in this chat, so we had to review it. Well, you did it. YouTube. You did it. So, you want to know who the trolls are? You want to know who's taking all these accounts out and reporting people and stuff like that? YouTube. That's who. Yeah. YouTube. That's who.